Alright, so let's get straight to it. So off camera, I did my skin prep. Skin prep is always important. You have to do that step first before you apply your makeup, because your makeup won't look good. And any makeup artist will tell you that. So skin prep first. Then I went straight into my eyebrows. This pencil I'm using is, I believe is NYX. I could be wrong, but I'll leave all the descriptions and products that I use in my caption. Right here I'm using a brow gel. This is by e.l.f. I let this dry down because I don't want to start putting products on my face and my brow gel is still wet, because that'll get on my foundation and my concealer, and I don't really want that. So to conceal my eyebrows, I use a flat brush. As you can see, it was super flat. And if you don't have a flat brush, the trick a makeup artist had taught me is if you put lash glue on the bristles and then squeeze them together, they get super flat. So yes, you want a really flat brush to put on your concealer so your line can be really sharp. So I'm just doing that, blending that in, and then I also blended it in with my pressed powder, because anything wet, you have to put something dry on top of it. Whether that be concealer, foundation, whatever. If you have a wet product, then you put on a dry product. Then I'm going into my eyes. This is a smoky eye, so I use a light brown as my transition color. Then I use a darker brown on top of that to give that gradient effect. And then I use this black on top of that. But black is really tricky, so you have to take your time with black. You have to build up black and also blend, okay? The key to makeup is blending. Blend. Now I'm using Nars Radiant Foundation. Believe it's Macao. I know I'm probably saying that wrong. Anyway, but like I said, products would be in the description. I'm using this as my foundation, and I'm putting this all over with a foundation brush that I got from Shein. I will also have that listed in my product list. And then here I'm putting in my concealer. So for this look, I use 2 different shades of a concealer. Your initial concealer, you want it to be at least 1 to 2 shades lighter than you. And then for your bright under eye, you want that at least 3 to 4 shades lighter, because you want that under eye to be really bright and pop. But remember, you have to blend. So after I put in my concealer, I went back in with my brush that I used for my eyebrows and just carved and tried to shape the front of my eyebrows out a little bit. And then I also used a fan to dry down some of that product. You want your product to sit at least 1 to 2 minutes just so it can build up, and then you start to blend. You want to start blending on the outer corners and then on the inside. But remember, the key to makeup is blending. So blend. Throughout this video, you'll see me going between brushes, mainly going back to my foundation brush, because I want to make a seamless transition between my products so you don't see any harsh lines or anything. But right here, I'm just blending in my concealer with a different brush. But again, still blending in. And you don't want any creases on the eye, so you got to make sure that that is completely blended and dry. And right here, you just see me using the foundation that I had. I'm using to carve out the end of my eyebrows, because you don't want them light all across. You just want them light in the front, and then use your foundation to carve them out on the tail end. And then I'm also blending with my foundation brush, and that's all over. So this is my second highlighter. Like I said, this is 3 to 4 shades lighter than my complexion because I want that bright under eye. And then I'm blending in with my concealer brush. This brush I believe I got from Miss A. All of their products are $1. So if you haven't heard about them, you just heard about it now. Go in there and get a lot of your products, your makeup tools, all of that. Then I use this e.l.f. blush. Now, personally, I'm not a big blush girl, but e.l.f. blush products have me in a chokehold right now. So I used a wet beauty blender to blend that in, and then I just went in and set my under eyes with Morphe Banana Rich. And here I'm going in with my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mami. I'm using this to bronze my face just to bring a little bit more warmth into the face. So here you see me, I'm putting it on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and then my jawline. And this is also a good palette to use to bring warmth into the face. Again, I'm putting it on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and my jawline. And at this point, this is when things got real. Don't you hate when you just literally just use the tool and you can't find it? Like, I know I just used our foundation brush. But where is it? Alright, let's get back. So I'm blending. I finally found my brush. And then the same contour palette that I used to put some bronzer on my face, I used that to contour my nose. Just a little bit. Not too much. Then after I contour, I just went back in with my foundation brush with no product and just blended in some more. Also used the brush on my brow pencil just to brush the front of my hairs, just to give that gradient effect. I didn't want it to look too boxy. Here you see me doing a test shot on my setting spray. You want to always do this because you don't want to just start spraying and it just spits out at you. You want it to spray like you're spraying on your perfume. And then you use your fan and you just set that in, let that dry up a little bit. And again, go back in with your foundation brush with no product and just blend. And then this is my second setting spray. I use the Morphe continuous spray and then I dry that down. And right here, I'm just using a brown liner. This is from my cosmetic line. It's in the shade Cocoa, which is a dark brown. Just using that to line my lips. And then I'm going to use my finger to brush that in just a little bit to give it like an ombre effect once I put the lip gloss on top. And then this is my lip gloss. This is another one of my products. This is in the shade Cafe. And it gives like a soft nude look. It's not too heavy. It's not too pigmented. It's just the perfect shade. And this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I think I did pretty good, right? Leave some suggestions, any comments, videos that you want to see me do, looks you want to see me do, comments that I'm going to do better with content. So if you're here, like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for coming along